Welcome back to my new tutorial. I am Sandeep as a Blender guy. In this tutorial, I am going to create sunglass shading. This is not like a regular glasses. I just want to do something different like this. His name is Neistat. Um, I follow him from very long time. He is my favorite YouTuber. I just love his glasses. So I just want to recreate these glasses in 3D. So let's get started. So this is the model. It's a basic scene file with a sunglass. And for the lighting, I'm just using one HDRI. Let me go to shader editor, and in the world we have this HDRI. Let me show you the HDRI in the viewport. Let's click the render. I'll be doing this tutorial entirely in the cycles with the basic settings. Let me switch on the HDRI. So this is the HDRI which I even used in the classic sculpture shading. Same HDRI I'm using in this tutorial as well. I like this HDRI which has a sharp shadow and it is good for even for the reflections. So this is the HDRI I'm using, and I have created a camera. Let me switch off this HDR in the background and also in the render as well by going to the film and making it transparent. So let's start our shading. Before starting the shading, let's see our references. I saw his vlog how he have created, but coming to the 3D, it works different here. So let's do that. Coming to the model, we have a frame, glasses. You all can see here, frame, glasses, on the left side and the right side, supporting things. Let's do the glass first. I'm just selecting these. From world mode to I'm switching back to object. We have a basic shader here. Also have this. It's good having reference here. Let's go to UV editor and open images, references. The color of the glass is black. And it is reflective but not very glossy. I mean, the reflections on the glass is not very clear. Let me show you. If I remove the roughness, they are very clear here, and if I increase this roughness, you can see it is getting blur. So let me match somewhere near to this. Let's create default materials first, and then we'll create this kind of painted dirt on this. Better if I have the another image as well. Even here I have assigned a basic material. We have two shaders here. One is base, which is the frame, and the another one is the metal. So let's do the metal one first. Increasing the color and increasing the metallic thing so that it looks like a metallic now. Decreasing the reflection. This now looks like a metal. And coming to the frame, selecting the base here, which is the frame, making this black color. I'm trying to match the reflection of these here. This has more strong reflection than the frame. Now I'm just paste here, and if you want to connect this, just control click on this. It will connect automatically. But if it is not working for you, make sure go to edit, preferences, make sure node wrangler is switch on here, This makes your life easy. These are our basic glass material. Now let's create this dust. Now I'm selecting the glass. I'm taking a Musgrave. To view this on the glass, just I'm control clicking on this, and also I'm increasing the scale and also the detail. Move to viewport shading. To clamp this, I'm taking a color ramp. I'm just connecting height to the factor. To view this again, I am control shifting, clicking on the color and increasing this. To make black look more darker and white look more bright. So just connecting this to one another principled BSDF. The paint is not reflective here, so I'm just correcting this to the base color and increasing the roughness. Now we have clear glass and we have the paint or dirt, we can say. To blend these both, I'm taking a mix shader where we are going to mix this both shader here. But now I want only this to be in the corners. For that I'm taking one occlusion node. Let's view this occlusion. I'm just connecting glass and dirt here. To remove the selection, if you assign in the wrong slot, to remove you just need to press Ctrl and right click to remove this. This goes to the shader as well, and occlusion to the blend. Let's see our render. I want this occlusion to be more strong, so I'm taking a color ramp, connecting in the between. Let's view this color ramp first. Yeah, so we need to connect this here, and I'm adjusting here. Let us increase our samples so that we can view it. Now we got the dirt here. Let's copy this setup, going to the frame. I'm just pasting here. Instead of occlusion here, what I'm going to do is just taking a layer weight and taking a color ramp, connecting this and viewing this. I want that dirt only in the edges. I have taken a layer weight, connecting Fresnel to the input. Now here, instead of this occlusion, deleting this, connecting the frame shader, connecting color to the mask. Let's invert. Now you can see here the dust, and we can see the noise on the frame also, not just on the edge. For that I'm creating a noise texture. To view this noise, I'm just control clicking on it, and I'm taking a color ramp to control it. So this is our mask, taking a diffuse PHDF, default white. Let's decrease the scale. Also the glass shader will have transmission, which is nothing but transparency. Also having a alpha of 0.8, making a semi-transparent glass. Now again jump back to our frame shader. Now this looks closer to this. Copy all these things and paste in the metal as well, and connect this here in the shader value. So you will have dirt, the continuity dirt here. Let's do the same thing for the side frames, pasting here. For the same here as well. Let's quickly render this. I'm stopping this render. Just adjusting this ramp to create this dirt to be strong, not as spready here. Also there are little dots here on the frame as well. We can also create that by creating a noise texture, taking a color ramp as well. Let's view this. Since the dots are very small, I'm increasing the scale and connecting the output of the ramp. Just copying the mix shader, pasting here, taking a diffuse PHDF, making it white, connecting to the shader, and now this noise texture will work as a mask. Just swapping them, so you'll have the dots as well. This looks very big to me. Increase. The amount of dots are now looking okay. Now this is looking almost near to this, the very short time. Let's quickly render this, pressing F12 to render. Just a small fix. This metal looks very neat and clean. Let me add dirt on it. This looks very close to this. I hope you all like this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please do like and subscribe the channel, and also check out my art station. These all are my recent works I've done in Blender. So check my art station and do follow me on Instagram as well. So see you all in my next tutorial. Bye.